Hey guys, before we begin today's Music is Win podcast, I want to tell you about the sponsor of the show, Audio Blocks, and how you can get an awesome deal on an annual subscription to the biggest, well, I still haven't found this out. Is it the biggest? It could be. Over 100,000 studio quality sound clips, tracks, and sound effects. All for you, royalty free. All you have to do is go to audioblocks.com/musiciswin. That's audioblocks, audioblocks.com/musiciswin for all your studio quality sound that you can imagine. And now, Yeah. I'm always trying to mix it up and make Bethany.
That was disturbing.
That's exactly my goal, is to disturb you.
Good job. You did it. I feel like I don't have much sound.
Oh, do you want me to turn you up a little?
Yeah. I can't hear myself.
Let's see. Here, go for it.
Hello. Oh, that's better.
How's that?
Yep.
It's always good for you to be louder than
I know.
me.
Well, my voice is so soft anyway, so.
So soft, like a pillow. So we have some exciting news to start off the show with. In case you haven't seen this, Bethany has begun her journey on YouTube with her new YouTube channel. And how many subscribers do you have right now? Have you memorized?
I think a little over 2,000.
2,000?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I thought it was like 1,500.
Yeah, I just checked today.
Dang, you're racking them up. So we set a goal. We did a live stream last week to see if we could get 1,000 subscribers to Bethany's channel, so that way she could start posting videos and making money off of that, because you have to have a certain number of subscribers to do that. And we hit the goal on the live stream. You can go back and watch it if you want to. It's going to be all of our travels. We have a lot of traveling planned, and Bethany's going to be capturing it all for our memories and to share with you guys.
I'm so excited, and you're listening to this on Monday, so that means there will be a new vlog up on my channel today.
Yep.
You can go check it out.
Go check it out every Monday.
Bethany Larson. Look me up.
It's a
I'll be
very
there.
original. You can't forget that name, Bethany Larson. So check that out. Where are we going? Where are we traveling?
Lots of places. Are you telling them?
No.
No?
I'm not telling you why we're traveling, but I will say we're going to be going to Nashville.
We are.
Pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a thing. You can really get some hints about what's going on if you follow Bethany on Instagram and YouTube, and me probably. I'll be
my
posting some
vlogs
stuff.
will kind of be little clues about what
We're
we're
all
doing.
about secrets and clues and treasure hunts on this podcast. So very exciting. Check that out. And now I say we move on to the random facts. You like that little harmony there?
I love that
Or
harmony.
I couldn't really hear it, actually. I can't hear myself. Huh.
So what is the random fact of the day?
This is an interesting one. Axl Rose, formerly of Guns N' Roses, now of AC/DC, interestingly enough.
Wow, you just did a fact within a fact.
That's an incept fact. Infection, maybe. Axl Rose used to earn $8 an hour for smoking cigarettes for a science experiment at UCLA, which is a college in California here in the States. So
before he was famous, I'm assuming. Not
and
while
I bet
he was
$8 an hour. That seems like for maybe in the 70s, I would assume.
high paying.
It seems like $80 an hour now.
But what do you think they were trying to find?
I wonder if they were testing whether or not smoking cigarettes can affect you when you're on some sort of medicine. They're giving a medicine and then smoking cigarettes and seeing, do not smoke when you take this medication or else your lungs will explode.
That's a good guess, but I mean, smoking in general isn't good for you. So
Maybe he's the reason there's those warning labels on cigarettes that says like smoking will kill you,
Right.
because they almost killed him.
And in Europe, they have, the pictures
Yeah,
on there.
that's messed up.
Maybe it was all because of Axl Rose.
It could be. Axl Rose, apparently, he can also sing like 5 octaves. So maybe smoking's good for you. If you want to be a rock and roll singer.
Don't listen to Tyler.
No, don't do that. Smoking's bad. It's bad, okay? Well, that's interesting.
I'm also wondering, $8 an hour. So how many hours
How did he find out about this job?
Well, they advertise for this sort of thing.
Back then, though, I wonder. It's not like there was the internet.
In a newspaper.
Come smoke cigs and get $8 an hour.
Mm-hmm. But I'm wondering, how many hours did they make them smoke for? And how many cigarettes per hour?
Maybe it was like a Guinness Book of World Records type situation.
No way. It was for research.
Research.
Science experiment.
I don't know about that. Seems a little fishy.
They already knew the effects that smoking has on the lungs at that point in time, right?
They must have been trying to. Maybe he had to have been hired by a tobacco company trying to find a case study where it's like, look, smoking's not that bad.
What are some things you would do
for $8 an hour?
$8 an
Nothing. Not now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'd rather be homeless and try and rob places.
Okay, what if somebody paid you $100 an hour to do some sort of science experiment like this one? What would you be willing to do? Would you smoke for $100 an hour?
I mean,
that's
no.
gross.
I mean, is that like chain smoking for $100 an hour?
I don't know. What about the sleeping? Like, what if
I've seen the sleep things where
they study your dreams? Would you do that? For
I don't know about
$100
that
an
because
hour?
I think you have to go into a place for like 6 weeks and just sleep.
Yeah.
I have no experience. I don't even know anybody who's done that.
It's one way to make money.
Yeah, if you're lazy.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are.
And you just want to delete like 6 weeks of your life.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems like you could use that time perfecting a craft.
You might not think it's fulfilling. However, you're helping people discover.
You're helping NyQuil figure out how much to give you.
Exactly. Or it could be some other good cause. You don't know. It could be fulfilling in a way.
Maybe. Or maybe not. I guess I'll never know because I'm never going to sleep for 6 weeks or smoke a bunch of cigs. That was very random and very interesting, especially the tangent.
Mm-hmm.
I say we move right along.
Can you play it? Okay, I like it.
You'll notice something interesting about this guitar that I'm holding.
Ooh.
Have you seen this yet?
I
don't think I've showed it to you. It's been in my studio.
I saw it in the live video that you did.
But have you seen it in person?
No, I haven't
have you
seen
been
it
this
in
close?
person.
Have you touched it?
It's beautiful.
Here, touch it.
I can't believe you're giving that away. You want me to touch it? Okay.
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah, it's signed by a bunch of rock stars, and I'm giving this away. Details.
This is crazy.
February 13th on my YouTube channel. Be sure to tune in.
How are you going to choose the winner?
I have no idea.
I don't envy you.
Well,
it's going to be difficult.
It's going to be difficult. I think I'll probably narrow it down and then figure out some ultimate way to give it away. But
so when is that happening again?
Well, the giveaway announcement officially is on this Tuesday. So tomorrow.
Is it a live video or what?
No, I'm
It's
I want to play this thing because it sounds sick, and make a proper video for it, give you all the rules, and anyways,
that thing is beautiful.
I'm going to be playing it on today's podcast, imbuing it with even more magic,
Woo.
or taking it away, either whatever you want to look at it.
So this idea comes from T-Bone Wolf, who is a Twitter follower of mine, and he asked, "Can Tyler play slide guitar with impromptu?" Tyler just left the room. Okay. Can Tyler play slide guitar with impromptu slides, like a beer bottle, the thing that holds toilet paper up, or some other cylindrical objects? or non-cylindrical. Is that how you say that?
Cylindrical.
Cylindrical or non-cylindrical. Maybe a Rubik's Cube or something. Okay, so am I going to close my eyes and guess?
Yeah, I have some objects.
All right, how many objects do you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 objects.
Okay, I'm going to close my eyes and you tell me what the objects are, and then I'll
Okay.
try to guess which one it is. So tell me all the choices I have.
The choices you have are a salt shaker,
Okay.
a beer bottle,
Mm-hmm.
a brass like cup
Okay.
of some kind
Oh, it's the
for like a Moscow Mule,
right. Okay.
and a what is that? Volumizer?
Oh, like hairspray or hair, whatever it is. Hair product.
Hair product. I think it's gel or something.
Hmm.
All right, let's see if I can do this.
This is weird closing my eyes. I wish I had a blindfold.
All right, let's see.
You better hope I don't cheat.
You better not.
You didn't even think about that.
That sounds pretty cool.
How am I going to guess? This is impossible. Okay, can I guess?
All right, what do you think that was?
Okay, I think that was the Moscow Mule mug.
Open your eyes.
Aww.
It sounds pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah.
This is like a real slide though because it's glass. I'm not very good at slide, in case you can't tell.
Seems like that could get messy though.
Yeah. Okay, salt shaker. You're 0 for 1, but I believe in you.
Okay.
Close your eyes again.
Okay. Are you trying to trick me? Throw me off? I already forgot my choices, so I have the. Okay, I'm going to say that was the hair volumizer.
Oh, how did you get that?
I don't know. Just guessed. Just
You
saying
nailed
me.
it.
Thanks.
That was hard. Yeah, this one's hard. It's really hard to play a slide. Like, you have to, first of all, be good at playing slide normally, which I'm not. And you also have to,
Maneuver.
it's very difficult. Yeah, maneuver is a good word because you have to hit the note and it's like the thing is coming off
So you
the
would
guitar neck.
you would pick that over you would pick the salt shaker
Salt shaker so far is what I would choose.
over the hair volumizer.
All right, you got 2 choices left.
Okay.
Beer bottle or...
All right, 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's a
Hold
tricky one.
Oh, no.
I'm going to say it's
This isn't working out.
the Moscow Mule.
Yes.
I got it.
This one's hard because the surface isn't completely flat. It's like rounded, so I can't actually get it on one fret. Like there's minimal surface area to actually put it over the fret, unless I press down.
You should have tried the thing that holds toilet paper up.
Yeah. I don't yeah, that one's just unusable.
Isn't that just a toilet paper holder?
Right.
Maybe.
The thing that holds toilet paper is a toilet paper holder. And just so we can give it its fair shake. You know what? It would have been more fun if I had. That sounds cool.
Well, that's a thing, isn't it?
That's a beer bottle, baby.
Well, that
Sounds like a freaking monster truck. What do you know? It's because it's a Music is Win beer bottle.
Where did you get that?
Your father brewed it for me.
Oh, isn't my dad so nice?
Need another batch of that.
Yeah, that's good.
So that was a fun little addition. Thanks for the suggestion there.
T-Bone.
Good old T-Bone coming up with the fresh suggestions. Speaking of fan listener support, we have
Specifically on Twitter,
we have a contribution from one of you. Eccentric Gerbil has made a drop for one of our favorite segments we've been doing lately, the Twitter debate.
Twitter debate. Poll the audience. Poll.
The people have agreed with me.
Nice touch there,
not
Eccentric
this
Gerbil.
time. I
dang.
won my first Twitter debate, finally. This is our fourth one. So on Twitter, usually every week, I have been putting out a poll, something Tyler and I disagree on. This week, which instrument is funnier? We had the choices of cowbell and kazoo. And obviously, 75% of people said kazoo, which is the correct answer.
I mean, I think that was a little bit of an unfair fight because
Why?
mine didn't win.
You lost, so I cheated, obviously.
Right. I mean, that's how it goes, right? When you win, you must have cheated.
So for my prize, because I get a prize, it's my first time winning.
Okay.
For my prize, we get to watch the Kazoo Kid.
You have that pulled up?
Yes.
All right, let's play it.
Okay. Oh no. How do I click on a link?
Creepiest little kid ever. Partner.
Did you hear that solo?
My
I guess
favorite-
the whole thing was a solo.
Do you have a favorite note in it?
He freaking went crazy in the middle of there.
I really like the flurry. But I
That's
also
what I
like
was talking about.
my favorite part though.
Oh my gosh, it always makes me cry.
The fact that I can actually remember this kazoo solo testifies to its greatness. But I like the part where it's like,
Oh, I wonder if that video will ever not make me laugh.
if you're
I
listening
doubt
to the Music is Win podcast on iTunes, then I encourage you to view the podcast here on YouTube or go watch the Kazoo Kid on YouTube.
I could watch that over and over.
It's your favorite viral video, I think.
What do you think the Kazoo Kid is doing now? What do you think his profession is?
I think he just is practicing kazoo somewhere, spreading the good word of.
I would totally
Kazoo.
buy his album.
I would buy a kazoo signed by him. Somebody came up with a funny suggestion for when your YouTube channel gets to 5,000 subscribers, you should give away a kazoo.
Oh, I will definitely do that. I'll give away 10 kazoos.
Kazoos for 10 people. Just random giveaway of kazoos. You'll just have to comment kazoo, and you will be entered to win a kazoo
When I
from
get
Bethany
5,000 followers or subscribers.
on YouTube.
Hopefully that won't take too long.
No, I think it'll happen like this week.
Really?
I mean, you already got 2,000, whatever you said.
I mean, people are really desperate for kazoos. So
yeah.
maybe
Kazoos are hard to come by.
That'll be motivation for them.
It's really hard to find a kazoo. I mean, kazoo winning over cowbell. I picked cowbell because it's in a lot of music jokes, but they're bad music jokes. Like, needs more cowbell. However, the Will Ferrell.
That laugh was pretty good.
Remember when Will Ferrell went up on stage with Queens of the Stone Age and he was playing kazoo and he was like, that was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
The cowbell is definitely pretty funny, but not as funny as a kazoo.
Hopefully,
so you win.
I'll win next week's Twitter debate as well. We'll see.
In case you're new to this Twitter debate thing, Bethany puts out a poll each week for us to, discuss on the next week's podcast. She was victorious, but I will reclaim my crown. It's hard
say
to
that
say.
3 times.
Reclaim my crown.
All right. So you want to talk about audio blocks?
I would like to talk about audio blocks because they are the sponsor of the show. And while I am obligated to tell you guys about them, I wouldn't have been able to make this song speaking of subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. That was like my first big milestone. And I was like, I got to write a song or something. And I went on audio blocks. This is like last year or something. And I got the drums. I got just drum tracks. And I wrote this song that maybe some of you will recognize. So in case you didn't hear that before, that's called Power Overwhelming. It's a song that I wrote for my 100,000 subscriber benchmark, and you can find it on my YouTube channel. But those drums are from Audio Blocks, and there's, in fact, 100,000 studio quality sound clips, effects, and loops, and more, all royalty free. So go check it out. Get a great deal on an annual subscription. Just go to audioblocks.com/musiciswin. That's Audioblocks, AUDIOBLOCKS.com/musiciswin to save on millions of studio quality loops, tracks, and sound effects.
You're almost to 400,000 subscribers on YouTube now, right?
I would say, yeah. I think I'm at like 340 or something.
What's the next big milestone that you're going to celebrate or do something for?
I mean, I feel like every 100,000 you have to do something.
Okay. Yeah, I guess 100,000 is a big deal.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's easy to overlook. Just another 100,000 people. Whatever.
No big
Yeah,
deal.
I'm very.
That's so exciting.
I am honored to have that many people looking at this crazy stuff that we do on this channel, and it's with that in mind that we want to read some of your comments on those YouTube videos.
Can you comment? You suck. Can you comment? What kind of strings you using?
Yeah.
Can you comment? Bethany's the best.
She is.
Can you comment?
Well, that was a weird comment. And our first comment comes from Joe Namredla. How did I get that? Joe Namredla.
Good job. So this comment
I see what's going on here.
On our last podcast, we discussed from last week about how we hate when people get our names wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You get called Taylor a lot.
Yes.
Which is incorrect. Your name is Tyler, if you didn't know that, people
Yeah.
listening. My name is Bethany, and people call me Brittany and Stephanie a lot.
Horrible mistake.
So Joe
Joe
man,
says,
what did he say?
Joe says, man, I love Taylor and Brittany from Sound is Victorious podcast. That was pretty good.
That was pretty
Nice
funny.
one, Joe.
Sound is victorious.
Sound is victorious. That's like the Bizarro World Music is Win channel.
Mm-hmm. And the alternate universe that exists.
Yes. Sound
Brittany
is,
and Taylor out there talking right now on the podcast.
and they both play kazoo. Oh, that's a good one. Thanks for the comment, Joe. Nice one there, buddy. This
Oh,
is
this is a long one.
Whoa, here we go. Sean O'Brien. This is on the Mark Tremonti video that I did. I got to interview that guy. Awesome time. Sean says, great musician, and he seems like a really nice guy too. Also really cool to see an interview like this being done by a fellow musician. It comes across a lot more genuine that you were asking questions that you really cared about knowing the answers to, rather than just following a list of generic questions. Great job, man. Looking forward to seeing more of these interview type videos.
Wow, what a
just-
comment.
Just a nice thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, the internet's full of trolls. It's not. The trolls are just the kind of algae on the surface. All the depth. That's where the good stuff is.
Everybody likes your interview videos that you do because you always ask questions that they usually have never been asked before.
Well, this just comes back to why I even started doing YouTube. Is just I make stuff that I would want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you guys like watching it, sometimes you don't. But especially with interviews, I think it's like interviewing a guy like that, you know he's just talking about his amp the whole time or guitars or gear or whatever.
It's the same thing
It's
with
an
Paul Reed
opportunity,
Smith. You
yeah.
always ask questions that interest you and that maybe they haven't
Well,
heard.
not
over
even
and
just
over.
me, but like I know that people watching will want to know this stuff because they are all have access to the same information just like me
Mm-hmm.
with YouTube videos. So thanks for that. Thanks for
Yeah.
recognizing. I put a lot of thought. Actually, I didn't think about that at all. I didn't think about like what I was going to ask him, which was part of the fun. I just got in there and
Which I don't know how you do that.
Well, because
for
I'm on-
interviews, he's like, I'm just going to wing it.
well, because you can't, I mean, if you go in there with a certain list of questions, it keeps you from diving deeper into one thing. It's like, okay, got your 15-second take on that, but I want to ask you this.
You
Like,
just want the questions to come up naturally
yeah,
in an organic
just
way.
like a conversation. I think it should be very conversational and not like rigid,
Mhm.
how I see a lot of interviews done. So,
So on the same video, Tone Fingers says, man, you derv a billion subs.
you deserve a billion subs. Billion.
I think he meant to say, man, you deserve a billion subs.
That's a very nice thing to say. Thanks, Toned Fingers.
But I like how he said derv a billion.
Derv is just like a funny word. I don't know.
Derv.
Derv.
Is it an adjective or a noun or what?
Derv. I think it's just
I
a.
think it's a verb.
I would call it.
I derv into the ocean.
I derv in there. Sounds like something you'd hear down here in North Carolina.
Hey,
Hey,
now.
you derv over there.
Hey, don't make fun of my,
All right,
my home state.
I mean South Carolina. Derv,
No,
derv,
that was a good
derv.
joke.
Yeah.
But
So
you do. You deserve a billion. subs,
I'll take
Tyler.
a billion.
I know. That's
Billion is like a billion squared.
right.
A
Way,
billion.
way better.
Or is it Bilkion? Welcome to the planet Bilkion, where we have all the subscribers.
Oh, is it Bilkion or Bilkion?
It's Bilkion.
Oh, Bilkion. All right.
Derv into the vortex toward Bilkion. I always wanted to be a like a narrator or something when I would always work on my voice.
You always wanted to be an alien in space?
Well, I could be a narrator in space.
Alien narrator?
Narrating a sport that aliens play, I feel like I would be good at that. Look at all these Bilkions.
Uh-huh.
He scored. Actually, they probably wouldn't score. It'd be like, he kicked him.
Instead of saying goal, they would say derv.
Derv! I would want to
Okay,
watch
we
that
need
sport.
to get off this.
Okay.
What are we even
Thanks,
talking
Tone
about?
Fingers.
So for this week's podcast, I thought we could play a game that's common that a lot of people know about. And what gave me this idea is because we played this with Jared Dines and Mary Spender in the hot tub at NAM. Or
Oh,
not
yeah.
at NAM, but at the hotel we were staying at.
Yeah.
And it's 2 truths and a lie. So
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
You know,
we
you
got a
just-
little dirt on those people.
I know.
now.
We know some secrets about them. So we take turns saying 2 truths and a lie, and we have to guess which one is a lie.
Okay, sounds simple enough.
Which we know everything about each other, so this is probably going to be
This is more
easy.
for the listeners, I think.
Yeah.
So who goes first?
Okay, I'm going first.
Okay.
Okay, 2 truths, 1 lie. Which is the lie? I've been in a commercial before. I've been in a magazine before. I've been on a billboard before.
Wait, I don't know this.
Haha. I tried to do ones that you wouldn't know.
I don't think you've been in a commercial. Billboard or magazine, that's the toss-up.
Oh, crap.
You haven't done any of those? It's a trick question.
Oh, my gosh. I did it reverse. I did 2 lies and a
Two lies
truth.
and a truth. I was like, you haven't done 2 of these. All right, that's fine. So I have to pick out the truth out
Oh,
of
I
these
feel so stupid.
2 lies.
Oops. I pick out the
I'll
truth.
Pick out
then.
the truth. Well, then I'm going to say magazine.
Nope.
You been on a billboard?
Yeah.
What billboard?
It's not very glamorous. When I was
What
like 10 years
billboard?
old, I was on a billboard for fire safety or something, and I had to wear a fire helmet.
Were you stop, dropping, and rolling?
Probably something like that. I can't remember. What
She's
it was.
on fire.
But I was on a billboard.
That is interesting. I did not know that about
That
you.
was. I hope. Let me check.
Where
my
is it? Is it still up?
no.
Aw.
Oh, okay. Your turn.
Where was it though?
In
like on a highway?
Morganton, North Carolina.
Was it on a highway? Or like on a
I
road?
think it was in the middle of town, so it's
Whoa.
pretty hot stuff.
Centerpiece. Okay, my 2 truths, which are truths and a lie. Which one is the lie?
Okay. I messed up. My bad.
I've never eaten avocado. I've never gotten a speeding ticket. I've never done a backflip off a diving board. Which one's the lie?
I know you've never eaten an avocado, so that is truthful. I would say I don't remember you ever telling me about a speeding ticket, so I'm going to guess that one.
Well, that would be a truth because I'm saying I never did.
Oh. That would be a truth. You're right. The lie is that you have done a backflip is what I meant to say. So that's a lie.
That is false. I have indeed never done a backflip.
Oh.
And I have indeed never gotten a speeding ticket.
Oh, you've never gotten a... Wait.
I have even...
I'm so confused.
I have... I did a double negative on you.
I've never gotten a speeding ticket. Is the
True.
lie?
No, that's true.
That's
I've never gotten a speeding ticket.
Oh, right. That's true. God, why is this so confusing? That's true, and that's true. I said I've never done a backflip is the lie.
I've never done a backflip off a diving board. The lie is I've never eaten avocado. I have eaten avocado.
What?
Because that's how I found out I was allergic
You
to it.
haven't eaten a whole avocado.
I said avocado, not a whole avocado.
Never eaten avocado. Oh. I thought you meant a whole avocado.
No. Read the text.
So you've never done a backflip off a diving board?
No.
That was stupid.
I defeated you.
That was stupid. Okay,
No.
my turn. I actually did 2 truths and a lie on this one. I did this
Okay,
one
you
correctly.
did it correctly.
So
This
guess-
game is just
I know.
a brain fart all in itself.
Okay,
Okay.
I gave myself bangs when I was little. My parents
Okay.
gave me a blender for my 13th birthday.
That has to...
I had to wear headgear for my braces.
I know you had to wear headgear, you brace face. Or should I call you a brace head?
I was so such a nerd.
Why would your parents give you a blender for your 13th birthday? I gave myself bangs. I'm going to go with the blender.
The blender you think is a lie.
Yeah.
Nope, that's a truth.
They gave you a blender? What was it? Like
it's-
an easy bake oven
It's
type
funny
thing?
because I'm still obsessed with blenders. You know,
Yeah,
I love smoothies, and I did it when I was 13. That's the year I started being really into smoothies.
Okay.
I loved them.
So you
and
got a blender
so I
for
got
your
a
13th
blender.
birthday. That's pretty cool. So you did not give yourself bangs when you were
but
little.
my sister Hannah cut her hair, so I stole that from her. She's the one who did.
You know, I did that too, but not bangs. I was like 6 years old and I had really, really curly blonde hair. And every time we would go out in public, these old ladies would come up to me and be like, "What beautiful hair!" And I would be like, "Get away!" And so one day I took some scissors into the bathroom and cut my hair all up. And my mom cried.
Oh.
And it never grew back the same. It
You
started
know-
turning brown.
You know what? Yeah, I used to be a blondie.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that I wore headgear for my braces and I got a blender for my 13th birthday. That tells you a lot about who I am.
Nerd alert!
Like just the weirdest person ever. Okay, your turn.
Okay. This is the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2 truths and 1 lie.
Right.
Which one's the lie? I've left a pedal board on a train and lost it forever. I've played guitar with Mark Tremonti. I've given away a PRS guitar.
Okay, so you just told us in this podcast that you play guitar with Mark Tremonti, so
wait.
that's true.
Oh, I messed this up.
What?
I've done all of those.
Why are we so
Crap.
bad at this?
This is messed up.
I'm going to say there's no lie.
Fail.
Just change Mark Tremonti to somebody you've never played with.
Okay.
Steve Vai. Or, I don't know, Eddie Van Halen.
Which one's the lie, Bethany?
Okay, maybe we'll try this again and we'll both.
Wait, well, the reason I wanted to tell the story about the pedal board,
So you've left a pedal board on a train and lost it forever. That sounds like something you would do.
it was the worst feeling in the world. I got this, it was one of those Boss pedal boards with like all the electronics built in, had a nice like machine gun case, and I had all my pedals perfectly in there. And I was living in Boston, going to Berkeley, and I would always have to bring my guitar, my pedal board, and stuff to school. And I take the train to school from my apartment, and it's called the T, and it's always really busy and crowded. And one day, I was coming home from school, and I got off the train, and I left my pedal board on the train. And it zoomed off, and I watched the train drive away, and I was like,
did
where's
you cry?
I don't know what I did.
I
It
bet
was
you
just a
punched something.
No, I wasn't angry.
He's
I
a very violent man.
it was just a feeling of devastation because all my stuff is just gone. And of course, I called. There's no way to get in touch. I was like, called some. This was before iPhones, really. Like I didn't even have an iPhone. I didn't know how to get in touch. I called. I was like, "Yo, I left this thing," and they're like, "Oh, it's gone." Like somebody basically found a pedal board with like $1,000 of pedals in it.
That just crushes your heart.
Still haven't forgotten. I had all these nice pedals, man, that I saved up for.
So I was thinking for some reason when you said that it was one pedal, but this was a pedal
No,
board.
this was the whole thing.
Oh, but you learned a lesson, right,
Yeah.
Tyler?
And now I'm giving away PRS guitars.
Yeah,
So
which is also true.
yeah, that is a true thing. I want to let you guys know. It's a good way to transition into the news. So I already mentioned.
Speaking of
Yeah.
I can actually say this in honesty. Speaking of giving away PRS guitars,
I'm giving away another one. We already talked about this, so I won't harp on it. But stay tuned to my YouTube channel Tuesday, February 13th, tomorrow.
to enter.
You'll find out how to enter. I want to figure out all the signatures on that guitar.
Okay, so we have to. Right before this podcast, I was like, Tyler, who won the weekly contest of when you tweet out a word?
I tweet out a random word at the end of the podcast.
You just have to comment on it.
Yep, and you are automatically entered. So I forgot to do that this week, so I did it right before the podcast. And I got a lot of notifications here. Looks like we got some listeners.
15 people who have responded, so they have a good chance today.
Yep. If my guitar fell to its death, it would be catastrophic. However, the odds of that happening are low. Not a very interesting tweet, I have to say. I'm gonna look here. Let's see. Are you looking at it too?
I think you should do. I don't get the joke here though, because neither do we.
Oh, it's bad. That's called not thinking and trying to get something out. Yep, that one wins. I too. I don't get the joke here though. You are the winner because you were the only one who posted something funny. And that was the parameter this week. It's not always the parameters.
Oh my goodness.
But this week it was. So
what did he win?
He wins a Music is Win capo.
Woo-hoo.
It's got my little logo on it. It's a real nice one from Kaiser. It capes your guitar.
So next week you'll do a little better about putting up the word before we do the podcast, right?
Yep.
What is the word?
The word is
Derv.
derv. Derv is the word. Not a real word, I don't think, but it's the word for next week.
DERVE.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give you, whoever comments on that and tickles my fancy, you will win something. And like I said, it's always different. I gave away a guitar course last time. I gave away guitar strings, guitar capo, other stuff. So, oh yeah, that was a great way to end, just with complete random, non-planned things.
Yes.
It's always the best way.
Don't forget to subscribe to my new YouTube channel.
Yes.
And
Because we give away stuff on there. We were talking about giving away a GoPro, since it's like a vlog channel.
Yep.
For a big milestone.
I would love to give away some free things. So go subscribe. And then on Twitter and Instagram, I am at Bethany_Lars. I changed that. So just to let
Go
you know.
find her. And,
Tyler is, I don't know if you've heard it, Music is Win.
Yeah.
So
I
think they know that.
that's a thing. And now it's
Time to say goodbye.
Time to say goodbye.
Don't cry too hard, guys.
It's been a nice time spending time with you this week, but we gotta go. So until next time, keep shredding. Keep shredding. Keep shredding. Oh yeah.